What's up, everybody? Leonard Charles here, out here with Crew Mason, out here in Reno at the PKB tournament. About to come out here fighting for the 140 to 150 point kickboxing belt. Let's see how this goes, guys. I'm super excited. I haven't been able to compete in months since COVID, so I'm out here gonna get this done, gonna put in this work. This has been gonna be an interesting fight camp, guys. So we'll see if I post this part or not. It will depend on how this fight goes. I expect to win, but just so you guys know, I got into this tournament late, okay? Came on 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks notice, okay, half a fight camp. I injured myself in the last week and can barely work out. Plus I'm going up a weight class. I fight 137, I'm fighting for the 150 belt, okay? So I only say this because if I win, when I win, I'm gonna post this just to point out all the stuff I had to get over to win this belt. So let's get out here, let's get to work, let's get it done. So on top of all that, I forgot to point out, guys, I have a sponsor now. So first, this is Crew Mason's shirt. Hold this, can you hold it real quick? Just leave it like that. Sponsored. Thank you guys for showing the support. I love the shirt. It fits really well. It's like perfect for the setup. It fits the athletic body really well. I like it a lot, guys. Go out, get yourself a pair, and see you in a second. See them around. What's up?
Coaches and fighters in this line, spectators in this line.
Cool, thank you.
No problem.
So apparently, due to COVID, we have to wait till 11:45 to check in. So I walked up. Now we're turning our asses around and we can't go inside yet. So back to the car, turn on that heater. It is freaking cold out here. It's a little ridiculous, but there it is. I do now know I won't be able to record my friends' fights, which kind of sucks, but at least we're all getting that work in. We good to go. All right, see you guys in 45 minutes.
From Rounders and Marlon Yoko Jr. from Fight Culture. Have a great scrap over here going on so far, guys. Matt number 8.
Alright guys, as you can see, fight's starting. They have us pretty close together. I don't know if you guys can tell from the beginning. He's a bit thicker than I am. Like I said, I did go up a weight class. He's coming straight at me, caught the leg, and that was an illegal sweep. Does not count. But yeah, going at it. Guy's very aggressive. And this is already where you can kind of see where I made my first mistake. Normally, I'm a very angular fighter. I use a lot of angles, and I fight from range. But I don't know what came over me. But for some reason, I kept just staying in front of the dude. I didn't counter. I mean, I countered. Let me rephrase. I did counter, but I didn't sidestep. I didn't get out the way. I just wanted to get in there and I banged back. Very unlike me. Not doing bad in the beginning though. I'm throwing more knees than he is in the clinch. No one's really getting dominant position. He is heavier though, and you don't want to clinch with a heavier opponent just because that weight's going to catch up to you. Boom. Hook to the head kick, followed by that cross. Landed perfectly. I had only drilled that about 1,000 times in the gym. I should have done it more. And right there, guys, I think you just saw the only angle I cut in the whole fight. Yeah. Keeps coming straight forward. I'm covering Goes right into the clinch. Ning. No one's going to try in position. My coach is yelling at me to get out of the clinch. He doesn't want me clinching with a guy we know is bigger than me. He understands that could tire me out later in the fight. He does not like it. But I can't even hear him. The music is super loud. I can't hear him at all. Lost my balance a bit there. A little wild. That kick did some damage. But he got me twice in the face right there. Round over. Yeah, guys, one thing super important I need is really work more angles here, second round starting. So this is a PKB, stands for Point Kickboxing. It's only mandated 2 rounds. They will decide whether or not they want to give you a 3rd round at the end. Just so you guys know. That's why we're not in a ring. PKB rules. Yeah, we're going at it. This guy is probably the strongest guy I've ever fought. He doesn't have the cleanest form on the planet, but his punches are very heavy compared to what I'm used to. Oof, that got me. Like I said, I was not using angles. I was staying right in front of him. I let myself be an easy target. And again, I know earlier in the video I mentioned I was injured. By the time of the actual fight, most of my injuries had healed, even though I wasn't necessarily able to train in the beginning. What I will say is that mentally, I think I was still catering as if I was injured. Like I wasn't throwing some of the techniques I might have normally thrown, because in my head I was still thinking about the injury, even though I don't think it actually physically affected me during the fight. Like my movement, even though I'm not cutting angles, I had the ability to cut angles. Yeah, he got me messed up right there in the clinch. He had me there and right there. Happens. Yeah, not the greatest second round on the planet. Spoiler alert, I don't actually get a 3rd. They don't give me the 3rd. I do think I actually deserved it because I thought I won that first round, but it is what it is. He was pretty dominant in the second. I slipped there.
All right, so just want to be clear, I did slip right there. That was not a knockdown. But that being said, that was by far one of my least favorite fights I've ever had. One of the reasons it took me so long to post this video, like I said, this is a fight from back in November, was I performed so poorly. Part of it was probably like just, rest. I haven't been in the ring a long time due to COVID. And also my training was weird because there were no open gyms. It was hard for me to kind of get the consistent training in, even though I have some phenomenal coaches. Mason, who was the main coach for this particular fight, but even like Armando and Carlo, I couldn't really work with people the way I wanted to. I was only really able to see my coach once a week. And then outside of that, I meet up with 2 or 3 friends and we kind of work out together. So I wasn't able to do a normal style camp. My mindset was all wrong. And I went in there and I didn't perform anywhere near my actual potential. And so I didn't actually want to post this video at all. But to me, I kind of want to remind myself that it's a up and downs are just part of the process. You're going to have wins, you're going to have losses. This is what happens. And I should probably, if I'm going to start posting things about my martial art journey, I should give a realistic outlook and show some of the downsides as well as the positives. But one of the reasons I'm actually finally releasing this video is I did have another PKB just last week. I actually fought twice. I won the first one. The second one was an extremely, extremely narrow split decision. It took them a very long time to decide. And I actually feel like I kind of won that one myself. But that being said, the skill difference between last time and this time were huge. And one of the reasons that happened is I was finally able to get myself not just a proper fight camp, but I was able to join a brand new fight team that has some of the best sparring partners and all around coaching that I've ever been a part of. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a gym known as CSA, Combat Sports Academy. It's one of the most famous gyms in the United States with a lot of high-level pro athletes and world champions. And they actually recently had a bit of a gym split. Half the gym kind of broke off to make their own thing. Now, I don't want to go and get into the politics of why this happened. I wasn't there, but I do know that the part of the group that ended up leaving the gym, this is one of the best gyms in the world, one of the best striking gyms in the world by far. I ended up coming to one of their open park workouts. They're doing workouts in a park. I got invited. I was able to come meet everybody, feel the environment, get some of the best sparring rounds of my entire life, and literally just like high level pro after high level pro after high level pro. And it was such a huge upgrade. And now that they officially have a location out here in Pleasanton, I was actually invited to be one of the, their new fight team original members, because this gym literally just opened. And now I was able to compete with them. One of their very first guys out here competing. I'm loving it. And this is also one of the first times where I've had the ability where my main coaches are actually able to be there during sparring. Throughout most of my career, I'll see my coaches one-on-one, and during sparring, they're not there. So I don't have someone yelling at me while I'm actually practicing and drilling to kind of make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And this has been a huge change, because now every week these coaches are on it, making sure that I'm doing exactly what I need to do to improve. I've seen a huge amount of growth, and I'm loving it here. And so yeah, these next two clips I'm going to show, I didn't have a recording of like the entire event. Just I'm going to show two clips, one from the first fight, one from the second fight. They're not the entire fight. I don't want to put it up here in case someone's trying to study or whatnot. But you're going to see some of the advancements I've made since being able to work at this new gym. And I'm still working with my old coaches too, but it's just, been able to kind of all come together. Simultaneously, what you're going to notice is in my first fight, there was still a bit of the nerves, and I didn't really fully activate to like where I needed to be. But when you go over to the second fight clip, when that one comes up, you're going to see me really start showing what I can actually do. And that one, the second fight was actually against an amateur champion. So that was a really good one. That being said, I'm happy with the improvement I'm seeing, and I know that on my next fight, which looks like it's going to be in May, there's going to be even more improvement, and hopefully I'll be looking like a whole new, even more evolved person. So here we go. I'm going to move it over, and let's take a look at the clips.
From Reno Academy, you guys are on mat A, bout number 22. You guys are up. Right now, going down on mat B, this is bout number...
Well, there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed those two more recent competition clips. Like I said, those are just a week ago. I hope you guys can tell the difference in my movement, my techniques coming off cleaner, the increase in my own aggressiveness, kind of setting the pace of the fight. I know they're just little clips. You can't really see the whole thing, but they were so much better than before. I'm really happy with it. And I look forward to, my next one in May, and just going from there and expanding and growing as a martial artist. So again, thank you guys for coming and checking me out. If you enjoy videos like this, if you also want to listen and hear some videos about how to use kind of traditional martial art techniques in a more realistic way, which is what we specialize here at Strike Team, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that notification button, and I'll see you later. All right, guys. Peace.